Hi, this is Miss Doherty, and I'm here to show you how to create a website citation in NoodleTools. And here I am in my home screen, my dashboard for my project. And before I begin, I want to give you a really good tip. This is a useful tip for not only creating citations in NoodleTools, but also taking notes and doing other things when you're working with something online. I'm going to actually make a new window and have two windows side by side. You can do this on a laptop or a desktop. In an iPad, it's not possible, but you can still click back and forth, and that's fine. But if you have a laptop or a desktop available, I think this is a really useful tip. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the tab for NoodleTools, and when I grab it, click and drag it, you can see it's starting to move. I'm pulling it away now from the other tabs. I'm going to go ahead and resize that so I can put it side by side with the page I want to cite. So the page I want to cite is right here, and I'm going to make that smaller too so that I can see both screens all at once. And I just have to get to the edge so I can make it smaller. Now I'm going to drag it. I'm actually dragging by going to the top of the screen in between the tabs, not on the tabs, but going like that. Okay, now I have my NoodleTools side by side with the article I want to cite. So now that I've done that, I'm going to click Sources, which is the screen you want to be in to create a new citation, and create a new citation. Where is it? It's on a website. Now, it'll ask you what is it. Unless you're 100% sure of these other options, just leave it on web page. If you're on Boston Globe website or something like that, you know it's a newspaper, you can go ahead and choose that, but a lot of times it'll just be a web page anyway, so we're going to go ahead and use that. Right here it's asking me if I'm sure if it's a website. It could be an online database or a reference database or reference wiki like Wikipedia. You'll also get a lot of times in NoodleTools when you go in to create a new citation, these show me slideshows, and you can look at whatever source you chose. What does it look like? How do you evaluate it? And how do you cite it? And you can watch these at your leisure. If you don't want to see them, if you find them annoying, you can just click Do Not Show Help screen again, and then that'll be gone, and you'll just go straight to the forms you need. I'm going to go ahead and click Continue because I know it's a website. I don't need to, I've already evaluated the web page to make sure it's useful to me, and I am all set to go. So in a database you can copy and paste a citation. Most websites don't give you that information. You'll have to find it and fill in this form yourself. So we're going to go through the form right from top to bottom. And a really good quality website will usually give you almost everything you need to fill in this form. Doesn't mean it's a quality website just because you can fill this in, but that's one sign to look for. All right, the first thing is the URL, so that's the address. You want to go up here to the address bar, copy that, paste it in the URL box. The next thing is the date of publication. When was the information posted online? When was it written? When did it come out? And usually it'll be near the top of the page, near a title. Sometimes it'll be at the bottom of the page, but most of the time you'll find a title and a date of publication for articles online. So here we have December, shows it right here, December 5th, 2016, December 5th, and I'll have to type 2016 in. And then the next box is most recent date of access, and that's the last time that you looked the information up. If you looked it up today and you used it today, you're going to click today. That's all you have to do. It fills it in for you. Now under web page, you only have two sections to fill in. The first is the role. Contributors are the people who contributed to creating or producing this material that's online. The role could be author, editor, or translator. Most of the time it's an author. And you see right here, by, and that's the by line. Who is this by? It's usually right under the title. And here's the author's name. I'm going to go ahead and type it. Check to see if you can copy and paste. I wouldn't want to do this one anyway because it's all caps, which NoodleTools won't let you do and you shouldn't do anyway with a name, but sometimes it won't be all caps and you can just copy and paste. And this is a tough one to spell, and that's again a good advantage to having these side by side. No middle name, you leave it blank. Anything you don't find, you leave blank. Suffix like junior or something like that. There's nothing like that, so we leave that blank. If we want to add another contributor, we could do that. If there were another writer here, we could add them by clicking that, but there isn't one, so we'll skip that. The web page or document article title, we want to look at the article title here. So again, I'm checking to see, but I can't copy that, so I'm going to have to type it. It's a little lengthy. One thing with web pages you'll notice is oftentimes they do not capitalize every word like you're supposed to in a title. So you would have to fix that even if you copied and pasted it. But I'm going to say the very real consequences of fake news stories and why your brain can't ignore them. And see, it started to underline. It saw that I made a misspelling, so it started to underline it for me. If you didn't have a title for something, you would click that and you'd have to write a short description, but that's not true here. The website title, the name of the website, sometimes it's hard to tell. I see WGBH here, I see PBS NewsHour. You can check the URL to help you, pbs.org NewsHour, so it's more likely going to be this. I'm going to click that and just see where that takes me to the home page. And MLA uses something called containers, which is the big place that all the little articles and things reside. And in this case, you see lots and lots of articles in the home page. I'm going to go back. So PBS NewsHour is a website. That's the name of this website. So I'm going to go ahead and type PBS NewsHour. And what happens? It underlined it. So I'm going to try, a lot of times with the web, they'll have one word and they'll have, see how that's capitalized, and the red squiggly line went away. So PBS NewsHour is the correct spelling. If I had all capitals, it would have underlined it again. I tried that earlier. And so publisher of the site, that's actually who put the material online. Who's responsible, not who wrote it or who edited it or created it, but who actually put it online. What's the corporation, the company, the college, the school, who put it online. I went all the way to the bottom of the page because most of the time you'll find the publisher at the bottom of, again, a good web page wants you to know who published it. They want credit for it. So you'll see a copyright symbol. It's a small C with a circle around it. And I see 1996 to 2017, NewsHour Productions, LLC. All rights reserved. That's the publisher of this information. They're responsible for putting it online. They own it. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. It did let me copy it. That's why I always check. And I'm going to paste it here. Now, if it just said PBS NewsHour again at the bottom, you don't have to put that in again. If the publisher is the same exact thing as the name of the website, you can leave it blank. When I click out here, notice how this underlines. If you're not sure why, whenever you get an underline, they'll give you a little tip. Suggestions, omit business types, Inc., code, corporation, etc. So I'm going to take LLC out and just have NewsHour Productions, and the red squiggly line went away. So there's a lot of built-in help in NoodleTools. You just have to know to click on that little yellow triangle to get the tips. Now I've finished filling all these boxes in on the form. I'm going to go ahead and click Submit. It takes me to my source page. The last source I cited is in yellow, and it shows right at the top of the page. And if I want to go back to that page later on, I can click View Live Web Page. And there it is. So I finished my web citation, and I hope this was helpful. If you need any help, feel free to see me, and good luck.